Welcome, collective, to Timeless Energy. This is Barbara. I'm Barbara. This is a general timeless reading. This is entertainment purpose only, and if it does not resonate, please do not try to make it fit. This has been pretty close to a month, I think, since I've been able to actively do a real live video, a real video. There are reasons for this. We are going through some shifts and some changes, and some of that has basically been taking up a lot more time. I have not been able to set up and do a video, and my apologies. I do appreciate the subscribers that hung in with me. The moving process and everything that I'm going through, we're going to try to start putting a few new videos out. Just bear with me. Okay. Okay. First of all, we're going to take 3 cards. This is the Rider's deck, but they're pretty, aren't they? They're a little larger. They're white. They're not the older deck I normally use. They're kind of glossy and hard to see. We're taking 3 cards from this. We will also be using the Divine Time Oracle deck, which is new to me. I've gotten a couple of new things, but I haven't been able to use them because I haven't been able to do a video. We also have this one here, which is the Citadel. I have used these, but and I really like them. So we're going to use these 2 for oracle or clarification cards. Now, watch out for scammers in the comment section. Not that I've had a lot of experience with that, but I am not reaching out. I do not do personal videos. I am in the process of moving, and I just I do the best that I can by putting up my videos for my collective, but I am not doing personals. Okay, this is my disclaimer, by the way, that anybody who does reach out to you, that's not me. I do thank you, however, for the liking. I do thank you for the subscribing. Subscribing to my channel will help my channel grow, and I do appreciate my current subscribers, but I do need a lot of support in that direction. I do appreciate and thank you for any donations. And that is with a PayPal link. There's a PayPal link right there. I might need to change that PayPal link. The reason I haven't done anything recently is because I had problems with my computer. I have had to change a couple of things, and my link to my donations in PayPal hasn't actually been corrected yet. This is Timeless Energy at timelessenergy6020. But my donations link hasn't actually been fixed yet, and I actually just thought of that. So I will fix that before I make too many of these videos. I will go ahead and fix that. Okay, we need 3 cards. We need 3 cards. I did already smudge and pray. But for our timeless energy read today, Holy Spirit, guide me. Holy Spirit, guide me. We need 3 cards. Holy Spirit, guide me. Holy Spirit, guide me. 3 cards for our timeless energy today. Holy Spirit, guide. Oop. There we go. first one that I got is the Magician. Okay, we have a very small space. My apologies. I've actually had people tell me that I just can't make it larger right now. I'm sorry. Let's one more card for the Timeless Energy. How about our second card for our message today, Timeless Energy? Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. One more card for our message today for our Timeless Energy. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Okay. I have the Six of Swords in reverse. And one more card. As I use 3 for the message. One more card for the Timeless Energy today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. One more card for our Timeless Energy today. Spirit guide me. One more card for our Timeless Energy today. Spirit guide me. One more card for our Timeless Energy. And there we go. What popped out was the Queen of Swords, and that's also in reverse. Okay. As I see some Leo energy. No, air sign energy. I'm sorry. Air sign energy. Well, the Magician is my favorite card, and it is the throat chakra. Probably because I'm a Virgo and because I learned it first. And I know that this is a throat chakra card. So, you know what? The Magician card, it is a communications like energy. And I do try to focus on the energy, right? We always try to focus on the energy rather than the specific people. If you resonate, and what I say in any of my videos brings to mind a person, and you want to flip it over and connect in that way, by all means, we all have free will. Sorry about that. But I try to focus on the energy, and I have tried in the learning process, especially, to avoid pinning the meanings or definitions of anything that I pull on a specific person or a specific zodiac. I do point out the zodiacs, though, because they do, just like the chakras, add some kind of insight. Now, the throat chakra is basically, you know who you are. You're not afraid to let people know, hey, this is what I'm about. Okay. And everybody is about different things. Some people hide behind a mask and they're not authentic. With the throat chakra, what you think, what you do, what you say, it's as authentic as you can possibly be. And the Magician card, that is the energy of communication. Now, the thing is, and this took me a while to remember, because there's always that double side of the sword, or, you know, it has two sides. The Magician energy, it has the opportunity, or the energy to turn an opportunity into something that, you know, others can appreciate. In some ways, turning an opportunity or manipulating a situation to benefit yourself. But see, that's what people know, that Magician is communication. The thing that's not brought up as often is the Magician can also be a trickster energy. This is how your mind works, or how you resonate. We all can have a different perception when we look at a different situation. We all have a different perspective. With this energy, we know what we have understanding of. We share that perspective with you. It might not be the same way that you see things. because maybe you have other information, or maybe you have been communicating a different point of view, whatever. So this can be a little complicated, but the magician energy can also be trickster. We are also heavy with the travel. And since the Uranus energy here emphasizes freedom, and the first card here could be the energy of travel, which is another thing that people overlook when they see the Mercury energy, is that it has like the energy of travel. We don't want to mention every single thing because the video would be so complicated and so long. But it is my responsibility to point out with those trickster and travel. It could also denote health. And it depends on, honestly, the combination of all three cards. Okay? Now, I don't see a lot of health in here. I definitely see the energy of travel. So we have the throat chakra, and the throat chakra, like I said, this is we know who we are. Or the energy is, you know who you are. You are motivated. You have a life purpose. You know what? You can express yourself. And with the energy of the trickster, which I see, there's a little bit of strength in the trickster energy, and I don't know where that's coming from. So the communication could be a manipulative trickster kind of thing. You're expressing yourself. This is who you are. This is what you're motivated to do. This is the direction you're going in. This is what you want. Okay? We do hope with the tarot. And this is why I don't focus on the individual. That your motivation is not going to be hurting other people. Okay? Because in the spiritual I personally believe that if you're a spiritual person and you have insight or you have abilities in that way, that you're using those gifts in a way that you're not hurting other people. Now, the thing is, this could be a trickster energy because it's sticking out like a sore thumb. The communication of the trickster energy could be something as simple as a conversation that you have with somebody where you are being misled because somebody is hiding behind a mask. See how that works? Okay. So we have the communication, and that is actually expressing who you are, communicating who you are. I see the trickster energy. I also see the travel energy, and that's because it's also over here. Freedom. Well, it's not exactly travel, but freedom, rebel, energy. Now, here is the Six of Swords, and see, the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords are both air sign cards. This is where it gets confusing if you're resonating with this. I'm not necessarily talking about a person who is an air sign zodiac. On the other hand, you could be dealing with somebody who is an air sign zodiac, and you could be dealing with a person who has a lot of air sign zodiac in their natal chart. It would become too complicated for me to spell that. You can look that up. That's really easy to do. But both of these energies, these cards, depict air sign energy. The Aquarius, on the other hand, is another Mercury card. It is another communication energy. And this one here is in reverse. So where you have this Mercury in the upright, you have this one in the reverse. Okay. So this kind of enforces that trickster thing that I'm getting, that's kind of hitting me in the face. The energy of the communication being that you're communicating something, or maybe you're traveling for you're motivated to do something, but there's some kind of trickster energy, and this is in reverse. With the Six of Swords, you're dealing with Aquarius. With the Queen of Swords, you're dealing with Aquarius. Both of them are air signs. Now you could also be dealing with, the other two air signs. So it's Libra is an air sign. And I know this because my daughter is a Libra. So you might not be dealing with an Aquarius. You might be dealing with somebody who has Aquarius in their natal chart, or you might just be dealing with somebody who has an air sign energy in their natal chart. And you can connect that to a person if you want. But the energy of an Aquarius is stubborn. We're dealing with somebody who's maybe an insecure individual. Okay, we got a lot of communication energy here, and we've got some travel energy here. I don't see health. I see travel, I see communication, and I see trickster, which means maybe the communication is a manipulative type of communication to mislead you. But we have the stubborn energy of. And some of this is freedom of expression. It shouts freedom of expression. So there you are again with the communication. But I am seeing the trickster energy sticking out like a sore throat. And I do not know why I feel that so strongly. The Aquarius energy is that you're going to be treating strangers with some kind of caution. Now, if I see my understanding of people, just treating strangers with caution isn't like automatically being suspicious that everyone is bad. In some cases, that is you're presenting yourself in a way that is not authentic. And because this is in reverse, and by the way, this isn't the throat chakra. This is the heart chakra. This one here. Now the heart chakra is, you would think automatically something to do with love. And it does have something to do with love. You know what is right and what is not always what is right is not always what is normal. Okay? You know in your heart what you love, what you enjoy. Okay? We know everybody is going to be different, so this is going to resonate with everybody. Because individually, just close your eyes and think of the things that make you happy. It's going to be different for everyone, but this is the heart chakra. And this is what the heart chakra means. Now, in reverse with the Mercury, which is the communication. And in the reverse also, we're dealing with somebody who might be insecure. Somebody who might be presenting themselves under the trickster energy, okay? Not completely authentic. To present themselves in a positive light. And this is what I see here. And I think that's where the trickster energy is coming from, because that kept hitting me. I'm going, where is this trickster energy? You've got communication in the upright. Now you've got communication in the reverse. So there might be somebody who's insecure, either about themselves or maybe about what they're working on, and they want to present themselves in a positive light. So they might be expressing themselves. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I am not afraid to let you know what I am all about. But here in the reverse, we are dealing with the insecurities that might be subconscious, where you might want to go out of the way to present yourself in a positive light. And some people do makeup. Some people do it with the clothing. Some people have other needs. They're thirsty to be recognized. And that takes a combination of things. Recognition does. Honestly does. To stand up against what all is going on in the world. It is not just about the clothes you wear. The clothes help. But in some cases it has to do with the foundation. In some cases it has to do with the money that you earn, or maybe the money that you have, or the ability to do things. And I did see travel, the energy of travel. your ability to be able to do things, like traveling, might actually add to the way other people view you. And see, this is in reverse. Because you're dealing with an insecure energy. You're dealing with an insecure energy. You're dealing with the air sign energy. You're dealing with somebody who might, an individual who might be insecure. And I prefer focusing on energies, but where we have the 2 communication and where we have the 2 air, we're dealing with an individual who might be insecure. And we're dealing with an individual who has some need, something that they love dearly, something that they put above and beyond everything else around them, that they intensely love. And this is important to them. Okay? But I see the trickster energy, and this might be something as simple as putting on a persona of being maybe to impress. Now, moving on to the Queen of Swords, we're also dealing with the Aquarius energy again. And I've got 2 Aquarius. I've got 2 Mercury. But this one here is the 3rd eye. And this is why I add the chakras, because it, like, a little bit of flavor adds to the things that might help us define the direction of the message. Now, the 3rd eye is one of my favorites, because you know what, if you're an intuitive person, and I am, you need to understand what the 3rd eye is. Most people say psychic. Well, you know what, everybody out there has intuition. Everybody out there, to a certain extent, has intuition. And isn't that what psychic ability is? I mean, some people have stronger gifts than, and the thing about the 3rd eye, and that actually is my favorite, has to do with communication. You wouldn't think that something automatically assumed as psychic is actually more about communication. Mercury, 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 Mercury. And this is not the Mercury energy. This is the Uranus energy. But the 3rd eye does have to do with communication. And it does have to do with intuition. Communication with this is actually knowing how to communicate to get your point across. But with the Uranus energy, you're a little bit of a rebel here, and this is where I'm getting the freedom, which linked with the travel energy in a way. Unusual ideas or being inventive. That's Uranus right there. And the knowing what the right words are when you communicate with, and having the ability to trust your intuition. Not only do you feel that you have an intuitive insight, but you're able in this energy to trust that you're right, that your intuition and the feelings that you're having are guiding you in the right direction. Now with Aquarius, I already mentioned you're treating strangers with caution, and the Aquarius is both. Well, the thing about it is, if you're trying to present yourself in a certain way, being able to communicate in an effective way, and also in a way where you're looking good. I mean, you are actually impressing people with the ability that you have and how you communicate with on certain things. And this has to do with the heart. This is something that you love a lot. Now, I cannot tell you what you love. Excuse me. I can tell you that this would be a subject or an energy that's focused around something that you love a great deal. And that could be anything. It just depends on who you are, who's watching this. Okay. So we've got that down. And I think that I could probably not expand that any more than I already have. And I really want to add to this by pulling one of these cards for each and every one of these energies, because we are already moving up into the time. Okay, so Spirit guide me. We need a clarifier card for the Magician. Spirit guide me a clarifier for my Magician card. Spirit guide me a clarifier for the Magician. Oh my goodness, I have the Assassin. Okay. Let's look that up. You know, this comes with the book. This one comes with the book. I am so sorry. But you know what? I am an old woman. And this book isn't actually the right or date type thing. The definitions are totally different. Assassin is ruthless or conviction. Now, let's read what that has to say. And let's give a little insight to the energy that's clarifying your Magician, which is your communication energy. And remember, I said that the trickster energy was really sticking out at me. The streets are deathly silent, and even the moon is hidden itself from view. The shadows are dark, deep, and hungry. Okay. And from behind you, the whisper of steel, the press of a blade to your neck. The assassin has accepted that there are some things that simply must be done, no matter their personal feelings. Now, this assassin is in reverse. And the assassin knows that relief comes after completing an unpleasant task quickly. Perhaps you've taken things too far and cut too many ties, leaving you alone and unsupported. It is time to reassess your coping methods and start rebuilding bridges and not burning them. So this is the energy of the Magician and communication. But with the trickster energy, you are, like I said here, maybe an insecure individual that is really more concerned at this point in how you're communicating or how you're presenting yourself. You have something that is deeply important to you, very close to your heart. And maybe you have goals, and it's very important in this energy how you are perceived, how other people look at you. And basically this is saying that the unpleasant part of moving forward is repairing those bridges. Somewhere along it, and this, I'm not going into a timeline here, but it looks like something in the past energy here, that there have been some bridges burned, some feelings hurt, and maybe if you want to be perceived in a positive light, then the people or the energy that you burnt those bridges with, you need to restore some of this communication. Because we are focusing on the Magician, and it has to do with communication. And that is as best as I can get to that. Now we have the Six of Swords in reverse. And this is our Aquarius energy. This is what is close to your heart. With the Mercury energy, again, we're dealing with communication. But this is the energy of the things that are closest to your heart. And it does not have to be a person. It can be something that you love, that is something you do on a regular basis, a project, a hobby, a vision that you have, something that you're working on, a goal or something. It does not have to be a person per se, but does it resonate with you? What is close to your heart? And I have the air. Unseen potential. I know the words, the air, automatic reflex. What are you thinking about? Something you inherited? Well, yeah. But you know what? Not everybody inherits an estate. Some people, actually, when you talk about ancestral and things that you inherit, we are not talking about money. Most people have to earn what they have based on the talents that God has blessed us with. And why did God bless us with that talent? You probably picked up that talent from your ancestors, your parents, your grandparents, in the closer relations that raised you, what you were taught, but in some ways, your genealogy. So the air, let's see what the air says. The thing about it is, you're combining, and I'm just walking everybody through this because, not everybody does this the way I do it. I do it differently. The air is upright. Now, this is a crown sitting on a pedestal full of waiting potential. Okay. Years of preparing for a role that led to this moment. So, okay. It doesn't matter what age you are, okay? We're talking about the air energy. We're talking about somebody who stubborn and sticking to potential principles. We're talking to expressing your views. We're talking about somebody who's treating people with caution, but maybe the perspective that people have of you is important. So we are talking about preparing for a role. The power, it is fulfillment. It is a responsibility that will affect every part of the heir's future. The heir has known that this day will come, and yet it feels like a lifetime of learning could never have prepared them for stepping into this role. The weight of expectation is this role. The weight of expectation is a heavy mantle. There's no turning back from it now. This could apply to anybody. It depends on how you're looking at what I'm saying. It makes common sense that we all go through the learning process to do certain things. So this could be on every level. At the end of every journey signals the beginning of a new one. And it's natural to still feel uncertain about this new path in front of you. You may be hesitating, but trust that you've already laid the groundwork to make this opportunity the most beneficial that it can be. The rewards that will come are worth this moment of uncertainty. So, you know what? I'm uncertain about things when things change. And this card here, the Six of Swords in reverse, has already mentioned that there is an insecure energy in this. And it also mentioned that this heart chakra, it is something that's very important to you, something that's very close to your heart, and that is different for everyone. Be it your hobby or be it your job, you have prepared yourself for a very long time, saying the right thing, doing the right thing, taking the right classes, getting the right jobs, and trust me, moving up the ladder when you're working in the employment world it's a little more complicated than you would think. Okay, getting the right jobs, taking the right classes, wearing the right clothes, networking with the right people. These are things on another level. From my perspective, I've lived so many years. And I can look past that, some of the things that might be important to people and what happens when you fail to meet those goals. Okay? You're overwhelmed, you're ready. You're ready to take that step, but it's scary. And there is the insecurity of, because it can go either way. Things can go either way. And this pointed out that you've cut cords, maybe too many cords. Networking is very, very important to being successful. The way other people look at you and how you reach the point where you're at can be very, very, very important when it comes to reaching these goals that are in your heart, that are so important to you. In some cases, when we're younger, maybe we're going through the learning process of the things that we like and the things that we don't like, or the things that we don't want around us, because it complicates things. Maybe it doesn't show the perfect picture of what you want to present, so you eliminate it. In this case, there have been too many cords cut. In this case, you're going to be successfully moving forward, but some of these things that have happened already, they need to be repaired or replaced. In some cases, repair is not possible. Because you've worked hard, you've studied, you've taken the classes, you've worked hard, you're ready to get that first job. You've worked hard, you're ready to start understanding that it's not just going to be that first job and presenting yourself and doing a good job and having a good reference when you leave. But in some cases, we're not looking at the employment world. Some of us are not looking at the employment world. You can use this at a different level. I am a domestic engineer. When I take steps, it has everything to do with my family. And when they're talking about cords, it has everything to do with people that are in my family. When the employment, when it talks about cutting cords, it has everything to do with people that you might need to network with. See? There's your energy there. And the Six of Swords. And this is communication. Remember, this is an air sign energy of Aquarius. If it resonates with you, or you know somebody that is an Aquarius, or you know somebody who has Aquarius aspected in their natal chart. But we are also reluctant to expose our true self with this energy. So the picture grows. Okay, we need to clarify the Queen of Swords in reverse, because we are really moving on in the time here. My goodness, I am completely blessed if my subscribers run across video after a month of absence and actually has the time to watch the whole thing. We have the miser and stubbornness and inflexible on the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, as a reminder, is in reverse, and this is the third eye. And your intuitive ability is not only that you have intuition, but you trust that your intuition is right. Remember? Okay, but this card is a Uranus energy, and the Uranus is unconventional. It also is shrieking of freedom. We have travel energy here, change energy here, originality energy here. But this card here, the Queen of Swords, is in reverse. And it is an air sign energy. So you might have air sign in your chart. You might be dealing with an air sign. You might be dealing with somebody who has an air sign energy in your chart. Aquarius does not have to be limited to Aquarius, but okay, but we have the Miser in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Let's look into what the book has to say about the Miser. I mean, we know what the word means, but let's look what the book in reverse says about the Miser. There is an authoritative power in your life who is causing a sense of oppression and discomfort, creating difficulties in their need to dominate others and control each situation. This power might even be you. The structures that have been put in place to provide stability have become rigid and controlling and aren't benefiting anyone anymore, except that changing the way it's always been done isn't always a negative thing. And I did already mention change. With this situation here, something that's close to your heart, something that you love, the heart chakra. Not necessarily a person, but there was like in the air, in the card, and the definition, where you have studied, you have prepared, you are ready to take that next step. There's some insecurity there. And here it says, whoa, what did it say? It said change. Things have become rigid. Things have become rigid. You have a goal. You are worried about the way you're looked at. You have cut cords. Whatever the situation it is that resonates with you. And not everything is going to resonate. Please do not make it yours if it's not yours. Okay? But things are rigid. It's saying that things are too rigid. Okay. You have an energy with the Aquarius here that you're reluctant to express yourself and that you treat strangers with caution. So the way you're presenting yourself, the way you dress, your makeup, your health, your physical fitness, in some cases, the health of the people that you have cut cords with. If you are worried about the way other people look at you, maybe you are worried about the way people look at the people around you. And are they all healthy? Are they all physically attractive in the way they dress and the way they appear? This cutting of cords here in the energy. But see, this is a situation where somebody's trying to control everything. And the way it's always been done isn't working anymore. It's backfiring. This is the energy of it's not working anymore. Okay, you're dealing with freedom where you are just ready to throw in the towel. In some cases, not necessarily all cases, you are dealing with the energy of definitely making some changes, because you know what the thing is, the structures that you provide that provide stability, okay, your foundation has everything to do with how you're looked at, how other people perceive you, the choices that you make. And that is not putting down anyone who is watching me, who has a simple level of means, because we are not always in control of what we're able to do. Every situation is different. But we are talking about something here, or the energy here of communicating with or presenting yourself in a certain way. Something is very close to your heart. It might be a goal. Something is very close to your heart. It might be a hobby, something that you love dearly, something that has to do with your future, your career, your life, your life's work. Okay. Something in the structure is too rigid, it's too controlling, and it's not benefiting anyone. And that might have to do with the cord cutting. Cords have been cut based on how things are being perceived. This might be the perception you have. This might be the perception another person has. Cords have been cut and things have been too rigid. If you're going to be working on something and the goal, you work 20 or 30 years towards a goal. It could be, I am like way above my 60s and I am fully understanding that you can work an entire lifetime on reaching a goal and never make it. Where was your failure? You took the classes, you showed up on time, you always were dressed neatly, you paid attention to the other people around you, and you became the sheep in the office so that you would not stick out or be like picked on or separated. For your individuality, you always followed rules. Where did you fail? You put 30 years into this. Where did you fail? Oh my goodness, it could be something as simple as you gained a couple of pounds. It could be as something as simple as you do not have the financial stability as the other people that are around you. And when it came to cutting back, which was a corporation decision, not theirs, okay, your name was put on the list. Nothing personal. Okay, so we're talking here that in order to build the structure and the foundation and to make it solid, you need to be a little less controlling. Okay, with the air where you're reluctant to, you're reluctant in some way to what is the word? Expose yourself. So we might be dealing with the energy of you're needing to make these decisions, but you're not wanting anyone to know that they're your decisions. Or maybe you're just like blanketing the thing and saying, hey, it's out of my control. Okay? Or, yeah, I know that's what I said, but this is actually what's going to be happening at the very last minute when you can't do anything. You know, this here, the miser, it's a sense of being oppressed to the level of being uncomfortable. And there are a lot of situations. I have, like I said, lived a great number of years. I have seen the step by step of what it takes in the world of like career. At least having a general idea of how to go about it. Not that I have ever done it. It is stuff that they teach you, right? Well, you have the people that learn how to work on cars. Do you think that just because they got a job in an auto shop that their education stops? No, it does not. They have to continually learn because there's always something new coming out, and that something new might drive into their shop at any given moment, and you might have to look up something and tweak what you originally knew to adjust to whatever drew into the shop. The same thing works for networking in a social way. The same thing goes for reaching your goal in a career, and it can take years. But there's a little bit of like strict oppression. And to be honest with you, if you try to control everything, you're not going to get the results that you want. You might find yourself to be a little bit on the surprise of the part that you didn't expect. You need to be able to give the structure a little bit of give and take. In construction, if you don't give the structure a little bit give and take, it's going to fall down. And if it's a 9-story building, you might have a little problem there. Okay, so I have... Sorry, we are running into some time. Okay, I am sorry. I have missed all of my subscribers so much, and I'm having so much fun sharing with you. I'm so glad I got the computer to work up to this point. I'm not quite sure if I can upload this yet, but we're still fixing the little things. But Divine Time Oracle deck, and this is the new one. I've never used it. We're going to pull one of these little things for every single thing. I trust this time I'm not going to go over everything that I have just said. We are just going to go and we are going to pull the little bitty message on top of everything that I've just said, and we are going to leave that up to you to resonate with if you want. Okay, let's see. For the first spot, don't lose hope. Oh my goodness. Do not lose hope, people. Do not lose hope. There is still a chance. Irregardless of, what, everybody has free will. We all have different choices to make. Don't lose hope. Okay. Whatever it is, and even if you are putting in a situation where you're not getting what you want, don't lose hope. Keep working on it. Stay positive. Yes. Okay. We need one more of these, but staying positive is a really, really good thing, because I just brought that up to a friend. One of the reasons... Ooh, there we all go on the floor. One of the reasons I haven't been able to actually set things up and do this is because I have been through a little bit. I really didn't want to try sharing with my collective. To be honest with you, it's not advised to do when you're going through any kind of negative energy that might come across and taint what you're doing. Oh. And by the way, all of these Divine Oracle time things, a brand new deck, and they're very slippery, but those just fell on the floor. And this could be part, because we're at the part where what, tossing out maybe something that has been oppressive, or correcting something that's been too strict. Okay, because everything that I was shuffling just fell on the floor. So one more card for the third spot. One more card for the third spot, and oh, okay, within a month. It says within a month. Now, I don't know what your personal situation is if you resonate with this video. Oh, sorry about that. I just noticed that. My apologies, collective. But it says within a month. So we have a time of... Keep in mind, I cannot tell you what this is. All I can say is whatever you're resonating with and however you're picking up whatever message that I just gave you, there is a time box of something will be occurring or changing within a month. And I do wish you all of the luck in the world that whatever it is that is going to be changing, hopefully an improvement of sorts, hopefully an improvement, or hopefully some kind of proof that what you've been working on so hard is actually coming to fruition. It could be that maybe right now you are not seeing a lot of maybe you're not seeing a lot come back on all the effort that you're making, and you're maybe frustrated. Okay, I'm guessing here. Whatever it is, don't lose hope. Stay positive about it. And within a month, you will be seeing some kind of development that shows that all of your hard work and effort is coming in to benefit you. We hope it's going to be benefiting you. We hope. But like I said, if that structure is a 9-story building and you've made that foundation without any give and take, we're hoping. Stay positive. Stay positive. That's not your apartment complex and that you're not living on the 9th floor. Thank you for spending time with me on Timeless Energy. This is Barbara. I do invite you to look at any of the other videos. I do break down my videos and make shorts and send those out. I do appreciate the sponsors or the subscribers that have stayed with me, because I am going to be trying to be putting out some new videos, but I am still going through the process of relocating right now. And I'm sharing this with you because it's going to take a while. I'm not quite sure how much time I will have to work on what I love, what's close to my heart, which is communicating with you and sharing these messages with you. Good luck. Come back and see me again, and have a good day.